Home wolf pack. They've sent 7 freighters up there in the last 4 days. And I've got your report that the Norden's own submarine pens were destroyed 10 days ago. Now, General, who is responsible for this misinformation?
I am, sir. I am commander of this wing.
Well, you're asking to be relieved.
I am not asking to be relieved. I'm asking for another crack at Norden's home. I want to correct this mistake with action.
All right, you can. If you'll tell me who made the mistake and what you're going to do about it. Or you can either give me the information voluntarily or I'll dig it out officially. It's like that.
You must be under a lot of political pressure, General.
Well, that, as you very well know, is part of the game.
All right. The 52nd Group flew those missions, and I gave the group to my acting G3. Norden's home was his first assignment as group commander.
You're talking about Ray Hollenbeck. He's an administrator.
He's also a command pilot. Group command is administration. They're not all like Joe Gallagher. They don't fly as much as he does.
They do fly combat. And combat command is a way to hasten a promotion for an ambitious colonel who's just about due. Ray was a classmate of yours, wasn't he?
General, if you develop this into an accusation, you can relieve me here and now.
You're pretty tough, aren't you?
Ray Hollenbeck is tough. He may not be popular, but I've never known him to be untruthful. He had to believe that he hit those pens.
Political pressure from on high, and therefore I am relieved of command of the 52nd Group.
In the vernacular, I'm kicking you back upstairs, Ray.
You know, I was first string tailback at the point. Till Joe Gallagher came along and bumped me off the squad. I spent most of my senior year on the bench. You spent yours catching most of the passes he threw.
Well, Joe isn't bumping you off this time, Ray. I am.
But his group will get the Norden's home assignment.
The 918th is the only group in my wing that can send up sufficient aircraft in the morning.
Where's my promotion? Up in the air?
Ray, I wouldn't make an issue of your promotion right now. All right, you've lost a combat command. But if you can find those Norden's home submarine pens, find them and destroy them, I don't think you've lost any headway. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you down to the 918th as my operations officer.
Get me Archbury, the 918th Bomb Group. One question. Phil, we both have the same rank. I am the senior officer. Who has authority, Gallagher or me?
Well, as my G3, you have, but don't abuse it.
12 o'clock high. A QM production. Starring Paul Burt. Also starring Frank Overton and Chris Robinson. With guest stars James Broderick, Richard Anderson. Tonight's episode, Burden of Guilt. Excuse me, sir.
Sir?
Soldier? You know who I am?
No, sir. Not personally, sir.
You ever check identification on this base?
Well, sir, I think the colonel is Colonel Hollenbeck of G3, sir.
Let's see a proper salute.
afternoon, sir.
Major, I'll be spending a little while here the next few days. Has the base been alerted for a mission tomorrow morning?
Why, no, sir. We haven't heard anything from Wing at all, except for a bad weather forecast.
Well, weather permitting, there is a mission coming, I believe.
Well, I'll notify Colonel Gallagher.
Well, I'm sure he has a good reason for being absent from his base. Let's wait till we know we have a reason to call him back. Where can I work?
Why, in here, sir?
Got a warning order. Call the staff together. I'll prepare them just in case.
Oh, sir, the Colonel will be calling me now if the weather closes in up there. Well, he could fly back in an hour, but if he has to drive, it'll take him 6.
I believe I said let's wait. Where is he?
He's up in Durham seeing his brother for a few hours.
Preston?
Yes, press flew in from the States last night. He's leaving in the morning to rejoin his division.
Fine. Well, there's nothing to get excited about here. I'm just taking precautions. You tell him that, if he calls. Advise him to stand by. If a mission develops, we'll let him know.
Yes, sir. Everything still quiet here, Sandy?
Yes, sir. What about the Colonel, sir?
Well, isn't he in there?
Colonel Gallagher, sir.
Oh, relax, Sandy. The mission's not on yet.
Well, what's going on around here, sir? I mean, why wasn't Colonel Gallagher notified? Looks like somebody's trying to muscle in.
You know, Colonel Hollenbeck wears a set of eagles. You wear stripes. He's been in charge of the Norton's Home project from the beginning. If he weren't capable of carrying it out, he wouldn't be a colonel. So Major Stovall. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Colonel, the mission's on.
$11:30, Major. Briefing in 5 hours.
What about Colonel Gallagher, sir?
Yes. See if you can get in touch with him now. The coast is extremely irregular, and the Nordensolm submarine pens are well camouflaged. 4 possible locations were pinpointed. 2 weeks ago, as you may know, the 52nd bombed and destroyed 3 of them. I led those missions. We're going to bomb the 4th one today, the real one. We'll succeed if you follow precisely my lead and bomb precisely when I bomb. I know this target.
You better take a pill. You're too nervous for delicate work.
Where the heck's the skipper?
Now, the photographic assignment is crucial. Who's flying that aircraft, Major?
Major Worth and I, sir.
Major Worth?
Yes, sir.
You will fly in the slot with Blue Squadron where you can be protected. Stay there at all costs. I want definitive photos of this strike. General, I did not make the decision negligently. I feel the mission has a far better chance with me leading. Even if Gallagher were here. Well, just a moment, sir.
Ray, how are you?
Oh, Joe. Sir? Joe's here. He just came in. Yes, sir? General Dowd. He wants to talk to you.
Oh. Yes, General.
Joe, you know what your group is doing?
Oh, yes, sir. Harvey told me last night by telephone. Not the details, but he mentioned Norton's home.
All right. Now, Ray is acting as my deputy. A lot of pressure from above, you understand.
I see. Well, fine. Ray can give me the details. We'll be taking off in 15 minutes.
Well, you're not.
What?
Joe, you haven't even been briefed on this mission. It doesn't require 2 leaders. Ray set it up. He knows the target.
Are you giving Ray my group, General?
I'm letting him lead it today. And if I lose him, I've got someone to turn to in case he misses.
I see. Yes, sir. Well, Ray, seems you have a lot riding on you today. I know you have a great group behind you, so make it good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's Colonel Gallagher. Give me my crew chief. Fred, is the Mustang ready to fly? Oh, good, roll it out. I'm taking off in 20 minutes. Yes, prime the guns.
Bombardier, you see it? You have it lined up? You have it?
Bombardier, sir. I'm precisely on the inlet you pointed out, sir. Bombs away in precisely 10 seconds.
Seagull leader to formation. Close up tight. Close tight and watch for my bombs. To Blue Iris. Did you take the pictures? Over.
Major Worth is dead, sir.
Seagull leader to Blue Iris, will you please acknowledge my call? Over.
Ramrod to bomber formation. Ramrod to bomber formation. They've knocked off the flak. There must be fighters on the way.
Gallagher.
Pay attention to your rally.
He's in violation of orders.
Look down there. That looks like a submarine.
Blue Iris to Seagull leader, requesting permission to leave formation. I think I said...
Top turret to pilot.
Sir, Blue Iris is dropping out. Blue Iris is leaving the formation.
Seagull leader to Blue Iris, stay in the slot. At all costs, stay in the slot. Blue Iris, do you...
Wrong inlet. I say again, I think we bombed the wrong inlet. I think I see submarines. I'm going back to get some pictures. I'm going back to get pictures of the right inlet.
Agent, they can't hear you. Our radio's been shut out.
To bomber formation.
German fighters, 5 o'clock high to you.
Blue Iris. Get back in formation. I'll try to chase them off.
The orders I gave, sir, were explicit and definite. Stay in the slot. I need the pictures. At the briefing and in the air. Leaving the formation was insubordination, pure and simple. I will not close my eyes to that.
General, Ray.
Any news?
Yes, Mercy Rescue has them. They ditched in the North Sea. The airplane went under.
With the pictures.
I understand you were up there in a Mustang. I distinctly said I didn't want to risk you both.
Well, General, you didn't tell me not to go at all. As a matter of fact, my evaluation of the circumstances...
Since when, Colonel, are you incapable of reading the proper interpretation into a discretionary order? You are grounded.
Phil, wait...
Grounded, period. Till this thing is resolved for the reasons I gave. Ray knows the target, and I've got to have someone I can count on if I lose him.
I'm sure it is resolved, sir. I could prove it's over if I had the strike photos.
All right, let's say you're right, and I hope you are. We'll know in a couple of days. If the sinking stopped, what do you need the pictures for?
Something must have gone wrong. Stovall and Worth are two of the steadiest men in my group.
I don't know what the word steady means to you, Joe. You run an awfully free and easy outfit.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
What is it, Phil?
2 more freighters were sunk this afternoon, German submarines.
All right, then. I prefer charges against Major Worth and Major Stovall here and now.
Charges?
Submarines sinking ships up there now could not possibly be from Norden's-Home. I hit that base this morning. The only reason I don't have the pictures to prove it is the flagrant insubordination of those pilots.
Now, wait a minute.
You saw. Thank heavens you were there, Joe. This time I did not miss. You saw Blue Iris leave me.
Easy, Ray. You're talking about good men.
Yes? Good men. Well then, bad discipline, sir.
How are you? You all right?
You made it, Major. I got back, Joe. That's what counts. 4 men died. Major Worth, the bombardier, radio man, and the belly gunner.
I'm sorry. Come on, let's go in. Harvey? You okay? P-51 Victor Easy with P-38s. My recognition signal is red, green, green. Do you read me over?
Hello, Victor Easy. Roger. You're a long way from home.
Yes. Doing a little after-hours photography. How are you?
Likewise. Target 10-66?
Affirmative. Over.
Good luck and watch your tail. P-38 out.
Roger. Easy out.
flak killed Major Worth. But your navigator reports that he remembers no change of attitude in the aircraft at the time. You took control of it?
Yes, sir, with the help of my flight engineer.
All survivors and witnesses state that the aircraft held its position in formation coming off the target and then dropped out, apparently under your control.
And ditched. He ditched a damaged aircraft. There's no question about his control or his skill. The point is, he ignored my orders.
Sir, I was not ignoring them. I was trying to get permission to confirm what I saw below.
Nobody else saw any submarines. Many of the other pilots heard me calling you again and again.
What I thought I saw below, sir. And my flight engineer.
Your flight engineer is unconscious at the moment and probably will not recover from his wounds. That'll make 5 dead.
Harvey, did you see the strike? Did it appear to be the right target?
Yes, sir, it was. It's not the best job we've done, but we did hit the designated target. However, since the submarines are still operating,
They must have come from some other base. And if I had the pictures to prove it...
Colonel, if this were a court, someone would be telling you right about now that those pictures we took are irrelevant and immaterial.
We'll see about that when we are in court.
Colonel, you're aware of the incendiary nature of this whole Nordensholm affair?
Acutely aware, sir. I missed the target 2 weeks ago because of unavoidable circumstances. I am acutely aware, sir.
Well, then you know why we want to avoid a court-martial if possible, the attention that it would bring.
I just don't see how it can be avoided, sir. I mean, because it is Nordensholm. We are faced here with inefficiency, insubordination, lack of discipline. I don't just mean Major Stovall, but an example must be made. It's the only defense we have against the criticism we're bound to suffer, and he is, after all, the group exec. When sentries don't salute, when security discipline is lax, when military courtesy is virtually ignored on a base, it's almost axiomatic, sir, that efficiency in the air, tactical efficiency, is bound to be substandard.
Colonel, if I'm not lying to save my hide, if I did have control, and if I did see a submarine in another inlet up there...
I studied those surveys exhaustively. Don't you try to make a whimsical flyboy out of me! There is no other inlet, sir, within 5 or 50 miles of Nordensholm that could possibly be large enough to accommodate a wolf pack.
Sir, what could have caused you to make errors on 3 earlier raids? Could it have been camouflage?
Don't you try to cloud the issue!
Colonel, I thought the submarines and the Major's insubordination was the issue.
Well, yes. Yes, sir, as I said, I mean to make an example of him, but in point of fact, the commanding officer was off the base, socializing with his brother. And you know, General, he violated your orders when he took off in that Mustang. The reins are too loose down there, sir. Too much discretion permitted to individual pilots and personal loyalty. Of course, the Major is loyal to his commander, to his friend. I have known Joe Gallagher for many years. Let me point that out. This is not personal. And I'm sure the General appointed me as group leader because he was as confident as I was that that was the best way to get the job done.
I appointed you because you were there, Colonel.
And Gallagher wasn't. Now, Phil, believe me, I am not accusing him.
All right. Get Colonel Gallagher in here.
Sir, I don't believe he's here. I'll see.
Wasn't he ordered to be here?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Joe.
Phil?
You know, I ought to put you under arrest. Maybe I will. I sent an order down.
Yes, sir. For me to be at wing headquarters this morning. Well, General, it's only 11:25. I can still make it.
You were grounded day before yesterday.
Phil, you gave me a
Colonel!
discretionary order.
I want you to listen to me because this is rank talking. So listen. Where are you?
Looking.
Don't you think I know enough to look?
Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, I met a flight of P-38s on their way to photograph Nordensholm.
All right. Now, you understand this. I am on a griddle. You keep heating it up for me. General Fox is half convinced that I sent Hollenbeck down here to save his reputation and to get a promotion for him, and that my personal friendship is overriding my better judgment, both in his case and in yours.
I'm sorry, Phil, but I went there because I believe Harvey. I wanted to find what he saw, to pinpoint the target, because I believe that's the best way to clear up this mess.
Did you find it, Joe?
No, Harvey, I'm sorry I didn't.
So you haven't cleared Harvey at all?
I didn't go there specifically to clear him. He disobeyed an order. Now, if Hollenbeck persists on pressing it, Harvey doesn't have a leg to stand on.
And you don't have a leg to stand on. You go on a mission against my wishes. You go up there today against my specific order, grounding you. You know, Joe, apparently my orders don't mean anything to you. And you are advertising it. You are confined to quarters for insubordination.
Excuse me, sir.
What is it?
I think it was obvious to everyone at my hearing that I'm really not the one that Colonel Hollenbeck's after. He's after Joe and the 918th.
Joe, you see how this is going? You force me to discipline you. Make it look like I'm cutting your throat to help him. Well, let me tell you something. If he is after your job, you're playing right into his hands.
I don't know whether Colonel Hollenbeck is clever enough to have maneuvered us onto this spot, but I guess if he had it in mind, I gave him an opening.
Well, Harvey, there's one way out. Destroy the Norton's home wolf pack.
Did I actually see a submarine? Or is Hollenbeck right?
As you were.
Temporary Group Commander. Thank you, Captain.
Ray, I didn't put you in here as a personal favor, regardless of what General Fox or my superiors may think when they hear about this. Now, Gallagher's got the solution for all of us. Get those Norton's home submarines.
In other words, you don't believe I did?
No, I do not. The evidence I have leads me to believe that Harvey Stovall may have been right.
Well, doesn't his disobedience mean
I'm not
anything?
interested in discussing his disobedience. I think he saw a submarine, and I instruct you to act accordingly.
You have more confidence in Gallagher and Stovall than you do in me.
Stop acting like a child, Ray. All right. Joe Gallagher's insubordinate. He was born insubordinate. Harvey Stovall broke the rules. But I'll tell you this. I don't think either of them ever took his eye off the ball.
Yes.
Sir?
What is it, Sandy?
Can we forget about rank for a minute, sir? Regarding Colonel Hollenbeck, sir.
On that subject, we can't forget about rank. But if you have something to say...
The General just put Hollenbeck in your office, sir.
It's a logical choice. He knows more about the Norton's home problem than anybody else.
Sir, Hollenbeck is trying to cut your throats.
Now, just a minute, Sergeant. Some officers go by the book and some don't. Now, he does and I don't. And besides, whatever trouble I'm having, it's of my own making.
No, it's not, sir. He planned it that way. Now, you were at Durham the night before the Norton's home raid, right? What time did you leave there, sir? Midnight?
Yes, midnight, when you called me.
The base was alerted at 6 o'clock that evening, sir. He had Major Stovall running all over, and he wouldn't let me phone you until the mission order came down from Wing.
He waited 6 hours to call you because he knew that'd put you back here too late to lead the mission.
What do you want? Joe, you were confined to quarters.
You wouldn't let Stovall or Kamansky call me the other night. Why?
Well, everything was up in the air because of the weather.
Joe, that's not the reason, Ray.
Now, wait, Joe.
Get out.
It wasn't entirely his fault. The weather was doubtful.
Harvey, get out. Come on, get out.
Joe, now if you lay a hand on me...
If I do, you won't forget it.
You're in trouble enough.
Yeah, you got me just where you want me, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I warn you, Ray. I really warn you. I'm in trouble because of my own doing. But not Harvey. Not Harvey Stovall. He's an honest gentleman, and you used him. And I'm just that far from belting you because of it.
He disobeyed my orders.
Your orders? Then tell me about the orders he obeyed. Tell me about those. Didn't you order him not to call me at Durham the other night?
I was put in authority here. I had the discretion to do what I wanted.
Ray.
Come on now, Joe. We've been friends for years. Maybe Harvey misunderstood what I said. I simply thought you'd want to spend as much time as you could with your brother. We didn't know what we were going to do.
You knew one thing. You knew if you could keep me from getting back here, you'd have to lead the raid. You knew that. And that's what you wanted to do. Lead the raid.
And what's so bad about that? We're all fighting the same war, aren't we, Joe? No, not that I prevented you. That's not the score at all. I'm not after your job. And it's not the promotion either, believe me. Phil Dowd sent me over here. It wasn't my idea. He just felt he owed it to me. Maybe because he was forced to take the 52nd Group away from me.
Yes, because you missed those sub-pens 3 times before.
Political pressure. You know that as well as I do. And you know what'll happen if they can blame me for another fiasco. How'd you like that, Joe? See me benched again? I remember you back at the point. I sat on the bench and watched you. Well, get this straight. I never wanted to be a hero, never. Just an officer, just a soldier. And I tell you this. You measure a man by his mistakes. You measure a man by his conduct when he's wrong. You think I'm wrong? Dowd thinks I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I admit it. I admit it. Joe, I know I can knock down those sub-pens. I've got to. Joe, I've studied every chart. I've studied every survey up there.
All right. Your charts and your surveys didn't work. You've made 4 guesses, all wrong. And I know that Harvey saw something.
Where, Joe? Where can they be?
I've studied everything, too, including what Harvey told me. And based on that, I believe they're somewhere here in the Krieger Islands.
No, that's not possible.
Or Resor, one or the other. But if I go back up there to have another look, Phil Dowd will just have to break me.
I'll go.
By enemy fighters.
Mayday, Joe. Mayday from Hollenbeck. A monitoring station picked it up and phoned it in.
Where is he?
He's over the North Sea with a dozen German fighters after him.
Fighters? He's no fighter pilot. Give me the coordinates. I'll send some P-51s after him to bring him in.
Right.
Hello. Hello, it's Colonel Gallagher. Give me the 511 fighter group right away.
Washbury Control or any monitor station. Please, pass it along. I think I found something. Horseback here. I think I found something. Out.
This just came in, sir.
Oh, thank you. Get me Major Stovall at the 918th. Thank you, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Major, alert the whole wing for a mission tomorrow. That's right, all groups. I don't know until Colonel Hollenbeck returns, but I just got word that he's found something. If it's big, I want to hit it big.
Joe just had a call from General Dowd. He's releasing you from discipline. We may have a mission tomorrow.
Yeah, Gallagher. Okay, I'll be right out. Hollenbeck's coming in. I'm going out to the tower. You alert the base for tomorrow morning.
I was afraid, of course. I didn't want to get shot down. I have all the information I need. I wanted to get back here, put it into action. I'm telling you about what I saw before I was attacked. I was over these two islands, Krager and Resor, and that is where the subs are hiding.
What was Krager and Resor?
Well, the flak was terrific. The fighters came out. They never came out before, after me, after one lone airplane. We had the wrong target before. It has to be these two islands.
Well, Joe, what do you think? You think he's right?
Yes, sir. I think he's discovered something.
Of course I'm right. Why else would they try so hard to knock me down? I found it, and they know it. I found it. I knew I would. This is the mission commander to all groups. We're now crossing the line of departure. Maintain positions at all times. Maintain tight formations and radio silence from now on. Mission commander, out.
Top turret to crew. Fighters at 10 o'clock high. I'm okay, Skipper.
They're trying to break up our formations, Joe. If they do, we'll fail again.
Well, they haven't scattered us yet.
Fighters are leaving. The fighters are leaving. Flak is coming up.
Sagebrush leader to mission command. We've got you.
Mission command to Sagebrush leader. Stay with us. Stay with us. Over.
Sagebrush leader is going down.
Sagebrush leader.
Dandelion leader to mission command.
Silence. Radio silence.
Radio silence is meaningless now. Get on there and tell them to hang together.
What? Stay with me. Stay with me. Don't let them break us up.
Barber pilot. Sir, we're on the IP. Got 6 minutes to go.
Roger. Get forward. We're not not gonna make it, Joe. Turn back and we'll reorganize. Joe, we can't go through another 6 minutes of this. Turn back and we'll reorganize.
Dandelion leader to mission command. I'm out of airplanes back here. Permission to drop into your formation with what I've got left. Over.
Ramrod to formation. Stragglers from the 966 are joining up with us. Heads up now.
Colonel Gallagher?
Ramrod to Dandelion. Okay, come on down, but make it fast. Ramrod out.
Colonel, I ordered you to abort.
I didn't hear you.
Abort and let me reorganize.
We're already here, Ray. We're just a few minutes away.
Joe, we're gonna have nothing left.
We're gonna have bombs left if we get there, and some of us are gonna get there.
Bombs away in 3 minutes.
Joe, you're making me lose the whole wing. They'll crucify me.
They'll do worse than that if you lose a third of the wing and don't drop a bomb.
All right. I've missed the target before, but not at a cost like this. If you think I'm going to take a whole wing through this kind of hell and then lose it for nothing, you're wrong. I won't take the blame this time. I swear I won't. I'll break you for insubordination.
Ray, if we miss the target, we're both finished. The cost is too great. Now, if you think it's right, order the others back. But this airplane is going onto that target.
All right, Joe. All right.
Bombs away.
Further statement you'd like to make?
No, sir. I think I've said it all. The Norden's-Home sub-pens have been destroyed. The price we paid was high, but thanks to the courage and the dedication of the men who followed us, the job is done. That's all. Another one tomorrow.
All right, gentlemen. Now, if you'll come with me.
Ray, congratulations.
Hey, it's as good a time as any. Sign this acceptance of your promotion, and I'll pin some stars on you. You're a general.
What if I don't accept this?
You're a hard man to figure if you don't.
You know, Phil, when the chips are down, when the shooting starts upstairs, I get confused. I start beating the wind. I guess each one of us has a capacity for failure. I always thought I'd be great in the air. I don't believe I am.
Joe, what do you call that?
I call it honesty, Phil. Look, what do you say we catch up with him? I want to buy that man a drink.